Hi, welcome back to Sideswiper's Prime channel, and today we are taking a look at LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Cole's Mission Mech.
Cole is one of the four original ninja from the good old days. That in my opinion still are, but whatever. He had a lot of changes to himself over the 15 years of Ninjago, but in the current series of Dragons Rising, he definitely is the most grown and mature form of himself. When the set leaks have been shown, we all thought it will be a representation of his golem form from the first season of Dragons Rising, but no, probably because showrunners thought it is a new stuff. They included us into the show with a very different and way cooler design.
So taking a look at the set. First we can see that it's out of focus. It's definitely out of focus. Come on, come on. Wow, come on. Oh, yes, so we can see that it's quite buffly build. Yes. And so starting with the head, we have we have this piece that is the same as Optimus Prime's mouth plate with a nice print. Although I will admit to the head does seem a bit too big for my taste. Then we have torso, nicely compactly built from armor guard or the irony. And then we have the hands that are nice, big buff, and on this side we have a Technic connector piece. And finally we have the legs digitalized with a big feet at the end. So first and foremost, yes, the set does use those pre-post pieces from core that no one likes and nobody uses, and they are absolutely garbage. They do limit possibility greatly. No denying that. Also, this piece, I do have to admit, I have a habit of flicking it off. So I propose just taking this, putting it here, and taking this and putting it here. It looks much nicer for me, and it is way more durable. So yeah, we have something that I have to mention, and that's the fact that all the joints are pretty loose. So he is a bigger mech, so he obviously does use this CCBS Bionicle styled parts here, and I have to admit they are straight out of the box, and they are straight out of the box really not tight. I mean, they are totally with play in them, but I do still remember buying Hero Factory sets in the day, and they were so tight they were actually squeaky. This does have a lot of play, especially in the legs, and for the arms that's also not good, as they do have to hold, the weapons. The ankles are also... It's weird. That's weird and sad. Also, this is the type, I think, free joint with thicker frame and with no hole. So yeah. In terms of posability, this thing has, we have this much. Another fault of the set, it is on this Star Wars shield, so no head swivel, definitely something to be modded. We have this much range in the arm, and nothing obviously in the elbow. What would it be? We have 3 possible fingers. I switched those to those two parts so he can, oops, we can move the thumb. I think that's just an idea. Perfect. Play in the hips, all things considered. Nothing in the knees. Why would it be? And finally, ankles do move really nicely, so you can pose him really gracefully. It's just that he's stiffed in the very vital places, so he can't even really get his hands too close to one another. So now let's talk about functions this set has, and you can already see the connector, and you can see on the back three weapons. So we have blaster, staff, and sword. So going with the first and the worst, blaster. This is a donkey doodle, right? This is just a bunch of bricks molded together with this launching piece at the end. No, I am not putting a missile here. It would fire already and would end up in that void. So it does have this technique piece. So you just insert into the hand and fingers wrap around it, and boom, Cole can fire at someone. Murderous rampage began. Next up, we have Rod. That does really remind me of a Monkey King. So obviously can hold it like normal staff, but it's a bit dinky. Although the main idea is that you take it here and this piece and put it on this piece, creating a murderous helicopter. Ha ha ha. I have to admit, I actually do like that. Also, you can stick a gun here, but it's a loose connection, so what you end up is with is this just this thing. Yay! What do we have next? Oh yes, sword made from that really nice piece that was introduced, I think, in Crystallize. It does remind me of Mawika's signature from Genshin Impact, I do have to admit. So again, you just take it into the hand, and this really looks nicely. It's so sad he can't hold it with both hands or just pretend. So sad he can't move his head because a lot of poses are limited because of that. That's kind of bunker. Again, you can stick it here and try to do something. And yeah, so on the plus side, this is really hefty. This has all of parts. It's really nice, bulky, chunky. So if you don't have enough of those Ninjago mechs that are like this middle range between those little tiny things and titans, I do have to admit that this is a really nice piece to consider. And now I think we should go to the minifigures, and we have 3 of those in this very set. Okay. So we have, first and foremost, the best ninja there is, Cole. Yeah, and he is obviously not in focus. And he obviously is in his trademark black with some orange accents and with hammer, also this cool shoulder pad. He does have bandana rather than full mask, and 2 heads, one chilled and one stern. Look for battle. Yes, and it's really nice in terms of like playability with this thing again, that you can, after inserting him, you can already see him like a bit of the hair, but ultimately he does melt really nicely with the shape, and that's good because technically it's not a mech, it's him in the rocks, and it's not really tactical to, you know, be visible. Next up, Zane in his dragon form. Just allow me to reconfigure the wings properly. So we have Zane in his all-out dragon mode, dragon elemental mastery mode, and there's a really beautiful minifigure. Oh my god! Oh, the white is really nice. The ice blue just pops. The tail part, I am not sure is this Ninjagos, or maybe it's from some dragon minifigure, but it looks beautiful. And the wings we've got, I think, with dragonians. Oh yes, yes. This is a beautiful minifigure, and it again does have two faces. We have this elemental dragon face and normal Zane face. Also, he should have golden katana, but it is with all of my 100 billion golden katanas. And finally, we have a elemental monster that, as we remember from the show, was created because of some weird plot convenience with weapon of destruction. And that's again a really nice figure. It's my first figure with a serpentine tail. And to have the nobility of having this part finally is nice. The head does look really sick, dual molded with whereas neon green and purple. Four eyes, teeth. Really nice, really nice. The stuff is a bit weird. So yeah. And I think we can only make some comparisons now and go to some final thoughts. So, kicking off comparisons, we have Genshin Impact acrylic statue of Baizu and Beyblade X Trans Sword. We also have Transformers Age of the Primes Quick Strike, Gundam Witch from Mercury the Lenza, as well as standard-sized Funko Pop and a standard-sized manga. In those two cases, Green Ranger and Dungeon Meshi. So, as a summary, I really do recommend this set. It's really nice. It's big. It's fun to play, and it's definitely a good affordable thing if you are at Lego hanker, but and yet want to build something meaty. So yeah, all around, is a good set. The only faults it has is a bit of possibility lack and playing the joints. Outside of that, I really do like this thing. It was an impulse, so yeah, I really do recommend it, and hope you will like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and see you next time when winds bring back here. This.